family gonna go, yeah, I got some Indian in my family. Well, how we just gonna forget that? How we just gonna forget that?
I had one little, two little, three little Indian grandmas, but society keep killing them, telling me, I had one little, two little, three little Indian grandmas, but society keep
Your grandma told you. You got Indian in your family. Yay!
House again the build, forget bake, forget build, again. My skin ain't black, what the deal? Singing Luke on my real shit, it's Aborigines, owners of the land and every got tree and every got see invaders ever cross to step foot on the land and you can step the fuck off. Breathe. You can make a swing the sacred tomahawk. Fuck around with us with that black conscious talk. Fake pics of slave ships, that's the reference. If we African, look, you gon' need more evidence. I'm American, Aboriginal, indigenous. You bogey DNA test. That this is rhetoric. Stay woke. Aboriginal, get out. Your civil rights acts, all you can eat, big out. The Stockholm syndrome. Make your skits out. Phoenix Moon got the antidote. Get that stage out. Meanwhile, I'm rapping about my birthright. Freestyle. Teach each man, each woman, each child. Black faces really Indians indeed now. Man, they indeed now. Holly Dole, Title 18. G goes. Pilgrims get big gold. With Phoenix and Beast Mode. Bringing my peoples out of the sleep mode. We ain't black, colors, Africans, or Negroes. But one little, two little, three little Indian grandmas, but society keep killing them, telling me,
What up, Pal Pan?
I had one little, two little, three little Indian.
On my chocolate bars,
Society keep killing them, telling
on my Cherokees, on my Palm Monkeys, on my Washingtons.
Halito. What's up, beloveds? How y'all doing? How y'all beautiful ones doing? I hope everything's healthy. What's going on out there in Indian country? What's happening with y'all? How y'all doing? Everything good? What y'all got going on? What y'all got going on? Yes, I'm hoping everything is everything. Can y'all hear me? Drop a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me, please. Drop a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Want to make sure the chat is right. Okay, good. There we go. Just want to make sure y'all can see me. So we got some really good things going on. I want to do a Q&A, so I'm going to open up the phone lines. I'm going to open up the phone lines so y'all could talk to me. Let me see. What else did I want to talk about? I had a couple of things I wanted to talk to y'all about. But thank you, Chief Mike. How y'all doing? What's up, Copper? Halito, beautiful ones. What's up, Seeker Truth? How are you, beloved? So, what's going on, y'all? I hope everything's good. So y'all can hear me. We're going to go forward in a little while. So I just wanted to give y'all a little spicy meatball. We got A4 Pure is launching tonight. So this is African Americans Ain't Africans. Got a shout out to the squad over there. You know, it's a one-man army, but he does it all, and everything is put up together. Y'all gonna be able to shop till you drop. Spend your money in our community. Spend your money with us. You know, the ones that do the righteous thing, not the crooks. You ain't spending your money with the crooks, okay? That's what we not going to do. That's a habit y'all want to make sure y'all break. Don't let nobody sell y'all nationality and all this other crazy shit that they've been doing. That shit is for the birds. That's not what we dealing with, okay? Nobody, you get your nationality from your ancestors. This is why it's important for you to make sure that you're doing your genealogy and just attaching yourself to the land, okay? So that's pretty much it. It's not rocket science. No one can sell you your grandmother. Grandma's not up for sale, right? No one can sell you a grandparent. Okay, this is consanguinity, bloodline, tangible bloodline relatives. That's it, and that's all. They are exclusive to you and whomever else that you are related to exclusively. So no one can sell you nationality. That's absolutely bullshit. Someone can assist you with your genealogy. You can certainly assist yourself in your genealogy. And A4 Pure is giving you something that you'll be able to really, really great starter kit. You guys are going to be able to be a little more automated with your genealogy and your self search. There's still going to be people that need assistance or don't have the time to dedicate to it. And there's always going to be somebody there that is going to be able to assist you. And you know, you're going to have to pay for it. You pay for the crackers work. You're going to have to make sure that, you know, you are paying for someone's time to make sure that they, you know, do this research plan for you. There's nothing wrong with it if you don't have the time or if you're not really confident in doing it. But personally, it's always going to be best that you do it yourself. But you got the starter kit here on A4 Pure. And your membership, you got $1 tiers, you have $5 tiers, and you have $13 tiers. Needless to say, you're already going to get the free genealogy package. The $13 tier is the top tier. You can either pay it monthly or you can pay it in a yearly subscription. You can use the promo code for A4 Truth. We got the Phoenix Moon one-piece bodysuits, and we got the Phoenix Moon t-shirts. Also, I dropped the links inside the bottom there, so y'all will be able to shop for A4 Truth. There's so much stuff, guys, you're not even gonna understand it. It's a lot of stuff to choose from, all different kinds of things, not just limited to, you know, t-shirts and hats and what have you. But there's a plethora of stuff, so y'all definitely want to shop that. And if y'all haven't copped Mr. Davis ebook, if you haven't copped the ebook yet, what are you waiting for? It's been out for a very, very, very long time. Start off with what every African American should know. Start off with that. That's something that, you know, you can sit down and have a simple conversation with the elders, and you can have a conversation with the children. There's no in between. Like, it's from 8 to 80, blind, crippled, and crazy. If they have an attention span of a 2-year-old, they will still be able to get the basic concepts. So you can slow down in your approach and conveying this information so people don't run when they see you coming, you know, or trust me, I've been there. They used to have their boots on the ground when Phoenix come through. You understand what I'm saying? But it's all good now, and they respect it because, you know, it's exactly what it's supposed to be. So let me see something here. Let me see something here. So I want to make sure that 1 second here. Let's see what the folks is doing. What's going on, you beautiful ones? Peace and love, y'all. What's happening? JR the Star Seed. Halito, beloved. Peace and love, Indigenous. Brandon Rogers. Little Yos. Copper Hot Step. Empress Holbert. Trauma Hawk. What's happening, beloveds? Hope everything's healthy. What's up, Copper Girl Asia? Lacono Empire. Peregrine Hawk Striker. I wonder, anybody that went to the Indigenous March today, please definitely want to give us a call. You want to give us a call. Make sure y'all checking those links out. Make sure y'all checking those links out. Share the video. Share the video. Share the video. Pass some links on. Get your family some merchandise. You know, you take that shit, go spend it in Macy's and all these other places you like to buy stuff. Buy it with your peoples, okay? Buy it with your peoples. It's only going to get better. Again, like I said, Let's stick to the script. A4 is always delivering the consistency. I stay on the same page. I'm always talking about grandma. My shit has never changed. It's never wavered. We don't veer off the land. We don't let anybody drag us across the Atlantic. We don't deal with those types of things. We stick with the script. Grandma ain't never served us wrong. You understand what I'm saying? We're not giving up the cornbread. That's not what's gonna happen. We're not gonna give up the cornbread. Just hope y'all know that. We keeping it buttery and sweet, just like that good old texture, right? Tastes good in your mouth, right? Tastes good in your mouth. Righteous things do. Especially when it's made with love. Understand that shit. Understand that. So what's going on out there in Indian country? What's up? Y'all ready to bust some phone lines? Hold on one second. Let me try and get the phone together for y'all. Let me try and get the phone together. Let me try and get the phone together. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 moment, beloveds. Okay. I'm going to drop the number in the chat. 480-744-2636. Get your questions together. You are not going to keep me on the phone for 20 minutes, hogging up the time, just running on with questions. Just get it together. You got a couple of minutes to write it down, jot it down, or something like that. Let's get that together so people that don't normally get to call in, they get a chance to ask a question. And because I don't always get to open up the phone lines, but I definitely want to give people an opportunity to do a little Q&A and kick it with Phoenix because it's Friday. So you got 480-744-2636. Questions and answers with Phoenix Moon. Questions and answers. We can have a little conversation. Let's kick it a little bit. It's Friday since y'all hanging out with me anyway. Mine as well. Your mine as well. Let's talk about a few things. Y'all checking out them t-shirts? Y'all hitting them links up already, right? So now when y'all get to A4 Pure, this is how we're going to eliminate trolls too, because they asses got to pay to get there, right? It's $1. 4 quarters. Nobody's mad at 4 quarters, but if you want to spend it, you're going to have to pay to harass us. For everybody else that's got business to tend to and, want to have the quick access to solid information, you guys are in for a treat. It's kind of going to be a big old, wonderful, condensed plethora of information put together, organized. It's eye candy. The site is eye candy. Make sure y'all get y'all subscriptions in. And if you're shopping at A4 Truth, I'm gonna need y'all to hit that Phoenix Moon code. Put that Phoenix Moon code in and y'all gonna get a discount. Okay? Make sure you do that. Make sure you do that. So I'm waiting on these phone lines. Y'all come on, we could get it popping. I know there's some questions. I want to hear progress too. If y'all got some good stuff to talk about, please let's talk about that. You got something else, probably save it for the website because somebody will be able to answer your questions in more detail outside of YouTube. Some of y'all questions are way too personal. Some of your questions are too personal. You have to reach us in a private capacity in order to ask some of these very valid questions that you guys have. So we don't want to seem like we rude or we're ignoring people and stuff like that, but that's not something we're going to sit here and discuss on YouTube. It's just some things that we're just not going to do. And a lot of those questions are not they're not for this platform, but they are for the platform that's for us, by us. You understand what I'm saying? But it ain't FUBU. Bet that. Okay? So I want y'all to I'm sorry. Let me see. I got another call. I see we got our first caller right here. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on 1 second. We got our first caller. Halito, you on the air.
Hey, what's good? How you doing?
Everything's healthy. How you doing, beloved?
Man, I'm exhausted.
I bet.
You know what I mean? Yeah, what's good with everybody in the chat? Everybody week, man. Yeah. How you doing, though?
I'm doing well, bro. I'm doing well. I'm excited. I'm proud of you. Yeah, I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of us, man. I'm proud
Yeah.
of you. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Proud of our American people that's putting in this good work, you know?
That's right. That's right. That's right. This is a beautiful thing. I'm really excited. Glad you called in. Glad you called in. You had anything you wanted to talk about? Why don't you break it down? Give a little synopsis.
I mean, well, you know me, I stay on his work and all of that. So I mean, you know, like, I mean, I don't know if you got any questions for me. You know what I'm saying? You know, in regards to, I mean, yeah, but I got a question for you. How do you like them shirts, though?
I love it. I love it. I love it. I can't wait till we get the other little step it ups going. I can't wait. I think it's dope. I think it's fresh.
That's what's up, yo. What you think? What you think about the what you seen on the A4 Pure website so far?
Oh man, that shit is so clean. It's so fresh and so clean. I haven't perfected how to do this screen share, and I'm not doing this through Google Hangouts. So, but I will absolutely make sure that I have that done, and I'll actually come back to it, and I'll be able to do a screen share. Just that's for the people that don't sign up between now and this weekend, between now and Sunday. By Monday, I'll put it up so the people know what to do. If they haven't,
All right, that's what it is.
Yeah.
But like, yo, if you got any questions for me in regard to, you know, the development, you know what I'm saying, what the intentions are.
yes,
And, because
yes,
essentially, this is for our American people, man. You know what I'm saying? Our American people gotta have access to the right information without all the rhetoric and nonsense. You know what I mean?
that's right.
So, I mean, I'm you know, I don't know if you want to take some other calls while I'm on the line with you. I don't know how you want to go about it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Come on, y'all, call in. 480-744-2636. You should be subscribing right now. If you don't have any questions, you should be subscribing to A4 Pure right now. That's what you should be doing. But if you got a question, drop it. Let's talk about it. William Ivory, thank you so much. I'm glad you like it. You hear that, beloved? The people say it's fresh. The people say it's fresh.
Appreciation, yeah, for y'all. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I've been saying no information begins, man. You know, we got some great content in development right now. You know, Buck, you know, Indigenous One, he got some quality. It's gonna be available for the people real soon. Definitely go in there and download that genealogy research guide. It covers a lot of good information.
That's
you know
right.
what I mean? At the same time, within the site itself on the platform, basically, I'll put it like this. This is the first and only social media platform for our American people, man. So, like, basically, you know, this is for our focused people. It's about getting that good work in. You know what I mean? There's a genealogy group in there. There's a law group in there. You know what I'm saying? You can create groups. Pretty much the same thing you can do on Facebook and all of that. You can do right here on a4pure.com. You know what I mean? And, you know, it's for those of us that's serious, man.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right. We're going to thank you so much, Rainstorm. We also are looking to work with our people too. Now you can freelance if you got some time and you got some serious content to put up. You know, let's talk about it. We want to hear from you. Make sure you let it be known that you got something going on that you'd like to share with the people. Right? This is where we gonna start putting a lot of our stuff is protected. We ain't gotta worry about trolls. It's a lot of stuff we ain't gotta worry about. It's a lot of stuff. It's the same rules as Facebook and all of these restrictive and censored platforms that we have been subject to using. We now have a general area where we can kick it about the things that we can't kick it on these other people joint. Now we got the brother people joint. You see what I'm saying? So it's a big difference. We want to make sure y'all sign up. Thank you so much, Lou. Want to make sure y'all sign up. So I'm really super excited. I'm super excited, y'all. And I hope y'all excited too. The content on there is dope. It's always going to constantly be updated, right? So, you know, you're going to get exclusive spicy meatballs. The membership, 4 quarters, that's $1 is the lowest tier. Nobody's going to be mad about $1. You understand what I'm saying? You can afford $1 a month. Absolutely, for a basic subscription. It's going to be cool. This is not raping you records, but if you tired of plagiarists dancing all up in your video, come on over to A Pure. Come on over to A4 Pure. Because African Americans ain't African. Y'all know I'm crazy. I don't give a fuck. I'll bring it. But anyway, y'all hit that phone up. 480-744-2636. What y'all got to talk about? Y'all got to have some questions. My email's been full and I ain't been able to get back to everybody. Now's a good opportunity.
Yeah, so I see they asking for what the link is. It's www.a4pure.com, like pure water, pure air, pure soil, our pure American people. That's what it's for. You know what I mean?
Right. I don't know why the something I neglected, because I did have the really super dope logo. I had the logo. I'll be able to put that up the next time. But I had to do add a couple of last minute touches and stuff like that. So I kind of forgot that process. But the logo's fresh, y'all. Y'all got to check this website out. It's real clean. It's real easy to navigate through. From, like I said, from A to 80, there's nothing on it that you can't share with your child. There's nothing on it that your grandma can't look at. So this is strictly for the people. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all need to check it out. I'm excited. Y'all should be excited too. You ain't gonna be getting booked off, kicked off, and blocked and censored. You got somewhere where you can sit there and chop it up. And this is the first of many. There's going to be what the Aborigine is ultimately gonna end up doing. In multiplicity, we're going to be creating our own platform. So there's always going to be room for somebody else to make sure they still keep the same core values that we're establishing, especially going forward. We're thinking about our progenitors. We're not concerned with right now. We are thinking 7 generations ahead, and there's some changes and stuff that we are all making into our lives. I understand that, and I think some of y'all are so dope. Y'all was ready to throw in the towel. Let me shout out to the people that have now got beyond their 1850 block. I'm really happy for you. Y'all now and you know, into the almost in the 1790s, and some of you found some of your ancestors from the 1790 census. I'm proud of y'all. That's dope. Look at y'all. Y'all was ready to throw in the towel, and now y'all have this genealogy guide that's on A4 Pure, and it's free. They're not charging for it. It's going to be able to keep you focused so you don't have to panic, and you don't have to ask the same redundant questions. You can do it from the privacy, the comfort of your own surroundings at your own pace too, right? At your own pace, because we're not always together and we're not always in a position where you're able to go back and refer to somebody's catalog just to understand what the process is. So you do have that. And definitely y'all gonna have to make sure y'all look out for some of these our favorite things are gonna be coming. You know, we're gonna have the No Grandma Killers. You gotta have the No Grandma Killers merchandise. You know, you can't have my cornbread. You know what type of shit we on right now. We get ready mashed out. There's also so many fashionable things. Shout out to Sister Raquel with the banging jewelry. Y'all got to see this handmade jewelry pieces. Oh my gosh, they are just made with so much love. She used obsidian. She's got an Olmec piece. She's got an Aboriginal princess piece. And this is made out of gold and natural, beautiful gemstones. She really took her time with that. I can't wait to share that too. You guys got to see it. It's just absolutely something that's going to be like an exclusive piece. So everybody's going to know who you are when you wear those. We're going to be able to recognize each other when you have one of those pieces, right? These are the way we're going to have the same type of gear, and everybody's going to be getting that picture when they seeing all these chocolatey Aborigine people, right? These chocolatey American Indians and these various shades of copper American Indians. This is going to be, and then we still get to stay the way we stay. Cotton is always going to be our product, the fabric of everybody's life, right? So us wearing the cotton t-shirts with our own brands and stuff like that, it's nothing wrong with it at all. That's our product. So, and it's made in the USA. Okay. Those are our products. Those are the things we can still, you know, be fly, you know what I'm saying? Have your little gear and shit like that, but we buying from each other. That's it. That's it. There's a couple more things that I can't even mention right now because progressively it's just going to get better. It's just going to get better. Like now we're starting to see, a lot of things coming to fruition. It's going to be it's going to be a good portion of the people's turn to come up right now. So y'all got to make sure y'all taking these opportunities to maximize and stuff like that, whatever they may be. Everybody's opportunities are not going to be the same, right? But one thing my grandfather always said, as long as you are prepared, good fortune meets opportunity when someone is prepared. That's all you need to go over the top. Whatever it is, you need to be prepared at the right time when it's your time, right? So when preparedness meets opportunity, there's no way you'll be able to fuck it up. Straight like that. And you got to keep those things in mind, yo. Keep remedy and winning in your mind. Don't keep looking at those fucking videos, with the police knocking people upside their head and saying, oh, if that was me and all that. Y'all got to stop with that stuff, because that's still exacerbating and perpetuating the images in your mind that we trying to get away from. They already owe us money. Now don't perpetuate the damage by still holding on to this crazy stuff. You understand what I'm saying? Like, make it easy on yourself. Mental hygiene, it's got a whole bunch of different ways of dealing with it that they're never going to tell us. And this is the drug-free way, right? Because the stuff that they try to give you, it doesn't suppress everything. It just suppresses and kind of dumbs you down. You want to make sure that you are taking control over your own shit. And part of self-governing and part of the healing is taking control, because you ended up being out of control for a number of years and wasn't able to handle your affairs. Now, self-governing people, we the people, we're in control of things. And you are going to learn what it's like to be in control and not to be controlled. These are practices that we're going to have for generations to come in order for us to be successful as a people. And Tomahawk, you can stop me if I'm lying. What do you think about that?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, it's very important, for us to be aware of what has happened and what we're doing right now, what we're making happen. You know what I'm saying? And this is why we encourage knowing your people. You know what I mean? Because as a basis, once you get to know your people, now you get to know your people's your neighbors and all of that. You know what I'm saying? How people travel together. You know what I'm saying? We had a question right here regarding genealogy. They can't get past a certain point. Follow the neighbors. A lot of our people.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
So it's very important to pay attention to the smallest details. Leave no stone unturned, like our elders used to say.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And we are the stones, we are the land. You know what I mean? So I agree with you, Phoenix, all day.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What's up, y'all? Y'all got any phone calls? 480-744-2636. 480-744-2636. What's happening? I'm checking y'all out in the chat. Trying to see what y'all got shaking out there in the chat. Want to make sure everybody feeling good. Ain't nobody getting disrespected or wild on. Ain't nobody in there bruised and sore and all that. It's a feel-good night. Feel-good Fridays with Phoenix. You understand what I'm saying? Let's keep the constant vibe. Keep that good energy flowing. 2019 on the Gregorian calendar, it's a lot of work to be done. And if motherfuckers was working like they say they was working these last 2 years, then you about to start seeing some fruit, right? And give yourself a break and cut yourself some slack, because a lot of people don't even expect to reap a harvest because they just so used to everything turning to shit. Now it's going to be time to reap the harvest, and then you're going to have to save some and distribute it accordingly so that you can plan correctly and be prepared now that you have been planning so much. Right? Now that you have been planning so much. So being that people been so used to these disappointments, now you got to be used to these successes. And you got to be happy, and you got to feel like you deserve it, because you do. You deserve it. It's yours to have. You got to start acting like a dignified people. These other people, the company, the visitors, they are very, very comfortable, very confident in how their day is going to begin and happen and end up. They're very confident. You should be like that in your own land. You should be like that in your own place. You should feel like there's no other way to feel other than this your shit. Other than this is yours. How do you treat yours? You treat yours good, well, yours will treat you good back. That's how you got to get used to this shit. That's how you got to get used to it. I definitely hope y'all subscribe and share this video. Share this video. Make sure y'all sharing. Get the word out. Get the word out. It's all going to come right back to you, Indian. Anything you put in, you shall surely get out. You shall surely get out. Ain't nobody selling no nationality. Nobody's selling nationality packages. Nobody's going to tell you who you are. You're going to find out who you are. You make your declaration. You make your declaration. We got another a hot topic. And I have to wait until I speak to, the peoples, the family, before I really go into it, because when we start breaking this down, y'all got to understand, we're going to show you how many snakes in the grass there are, and the type of shit and the type of company that y'all keep, and the type of shit that they be doing in your company. And the reason why they only want to be around you is for being a pretendian Indian, and so they can steal your people's shit that you didn't advance forward with to, or being all up in your business and shit like that. Not even knowing. May not even be malicious. They may just be fronting like it's them. But they still, same thing that we talking about with these other people, these 750s. They got to prove the kid shit. And these people ain't related to our people. So there's going to be a lot of problems. We're going to have some conversations that's going to get really, really deep. And some of y'all friends, some of y'all L, bays, and Al's, y'all gonna have to deal with it. Y'all gonna have to deal. It's gonna be some, it's gonna be very, very different. Excuse me. It's gonna be very different. Gonna have to be honest and make sure that y'all know who y'all around, so y'all don't end up paying for the mistakes of the people that you brought around. So you might want to check your company. You don't want to be responsible. Hey, we already asked you, do you know these guys? Do you know these guys? Hey, that's my guy. If that's your guy, that's your man's, you're going to have to go all the way out with him. Can't even be bringing these cornballs to the table. They dangerous. There's no crook in nothing that we doing. They dangerous. We're going to get away from them. And they think they being discreet, and they think they not seen. You know what I'm saying? They think they low key, but they're really not. If you think motherfuckers couldn't hide grandma and grandpa from us and our heritage and ethnicity and nationality from us, if you think that they couldn't hide this history from us, what makes you dirty feathers, and you fake indigenous people, and I'm gonna call y'all indigenous because y'all could have been here, but that don't mean y'all from here, right? We know that conversation. And there's, it's not the same thing as Aboriginal. We don't want to keep having those conversations. There's nothing wrong with being indigenous, but there is something else to it. And especially when we're here on our soil and we're not in an international forum, you know how I'm using it, and you know exactly what it is that I mean. So you got to know your audience. When you're talking that shit to them, then you can say indigenous. But when we around each other, we say Aboriginal. We say American Indian because we're home already. That's what it says domestically. Abroad, maybe something else. All of that rocks. That's fine. Know the language, you can do business. Right? It's all about knowing the language so you can do the business. Nothing wrong with that. Tomahawk, did you have anything else to say?
Oh, yeah, man, I agree with you, man. There's a lot of confusion out there. We got these promoters, man. They promote confusion, distractions, misinformation, disinformation, propaganda, etc. You know what I mean? Like, we've been putting out quality information for quite some time now. You know what I mean? And we got so much more to release as well. But it's vital for the people, to be patient with themselves, to discern. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, no grandma killers. You know what I mean? Like, our elders told us what we needed to know early. There's these third parties that want to tell us other things. we got to stick to what we know. You know what I'm saying? How people told us the truth, they gave us the truth early. You know what I'm saying? So for us to uphold it and maintain it,
That's
to
right.
advance it, etc.
That's right.
That's what posterity is about.
That's an absolute fact. That's an absolute fact. That's an absolute
You know what I'm
fact.
saying?
Shout out to Marvin Coleman. Halito, beloved. Chimachuk, my baby. I see you in the chat. Good to see you, brother. Much love. Much love to you. Marvin Coleman shared the shit out of one of my videos, and the next thing you know, everybody knew who Phoenix Moon was. Between him and Rosalind Cross and the A4 Blog Talk Radio, everybody knew who I was. It didn't take long. I ain't forget, beloved. Thank you for all that you do. All the banging out you do with everybody. I love it. Peace and love to you, brother. Peace and love to you. Safa, what up, beloved? I see you in the chat, Safa. What's happening? I can't wait to have you on. I hope you'll be a guest again. It's been a long time. Shout out to Safa Caro at Caroism on Instagram. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all seen that work. Y'all seen that work. Everything here is pretty much consistent, you know. It's pretty much consistent. This is what we've been dealing with. This is what we've been doing. I hope that somebody will call in and let us know how the Indigenous Peoples Day went down there in D.C. in the cold. I'm pretty sure that if they wanted everybody in the Aborigine community there, everybody in the Aborigine community would have felt compelled to go. So there must be some sort of reason that it wasn't, you know, a pressing matter that people, you know, felt comfortable being down there. First of all, in Washington, D.C., and it's cold as hell, marching again, right? So that right there should have been a key clue. Maybe perhaps that was a signifying factor to let everybody know you ain't down with the marching and trusting this new process. Well, not this process, this unfamiliar process, because it's not new at all. It's just that we haven't really exercised it. So now that we have this different process, maybe a lot of people are absolutely trusting in that. They're utilizing their civil rights and stuff like that, and they know better. They know better, and they know what to expect. But I just want you guys to get used to, like I said, I want y'all to get used to winning. I want y'all to get used to winning. And the sooner the better, because if you see how strong this current is, that the ancestors is really dealing with us in a particular manner, and it's probably a lot of us haven't really had so much clarity, and we've been feeling better mentally than we have maybe in our whole lives or maybe in a long time. But you want to make sure you keep the momentum going. Thank you, Safa. I can't wait. I can't wait. You want to make sure that you keep the momentum going. You know what I'm saying? And you're taking care of the small things. Don't neglect those small things, because when the timing is right, all of those things are going to be your proof that the proper planning and you know, meticulous movements and stuff like that, it's all going to pay off. It's all going to pay off. So I definitely want to make sure that y'all checking out A4 Pure. I'm sorry that I couldn't get that link up there for y'all. Couldn't get the link up there. I think it's Tomahawk's dropping it in the chat. Let me see something. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. One minute, y'all. I'm sorry. I was looking to make sure that I put it in here. So I did. I think I did. Okay, the links are in there. That's great. That's great. Y'all got them in there. Hold on one second. We got a phone call. One moment. Halito. Hello? Halito?
Halito, Taiwei, Ayuti, and Coca-Cola. I'm calling, I am Chief Watainukai. I'm calling based on coming to the Indigenous Peoples March. I am in a vehicle right now with two other brothers, Chief Diocasio of the Kaikitio of Aruba, and the warrior Mishupan Washington of the Nahagans people of Rhode Island, or was contemporarily referred to as Rhode Island, actually being Washington Nahagans. We were just down here in D.C. So I was calling. Is this Phoenix?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. How are you?
How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. I'm doing well.
Very good, very good. Well, we were down here. I just, got this communique, and I said, you know what? Let me call in and talk about what the experience and,
Good.
how we can add that to the collective family and let them vicariously experience that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Share what we have.
absolutely.
So, is that what you guys were talking about? The Indigenous Peoples March?
Yes, yes. I was actually looking for someone to call in and tell us about the
Yeah,
experience.
we live in color. But you know what I'm saying? We live in color. We move it around. We still in D.C. right now. You know what I'm saying? So, to speak about the Indigenous Peoples March, I will say first my take on the events and how it went, and we can go around, with the folks present. We arrived here. We drove all night to get here in order to get here in an efficient manner.
Right.
We showed up. We wanted to represent our culture, of course, as we know will be customary. These kinds of events, we want to show up and represent our culture, so we wore our collective regalias and saddlebags, chief clothing, and we also wore our chief robes, which are a concept that Chief Diocasi has allowed us to work with him and taught us in working. We created some variations of designs for it. So we showed up with those things and came and met our First Nations, Six Nations, all different Indigenous people, folks from all over the world, not just continental United States, Turtle Island, and all this multiple names, but folks from everywhere from Tibet to Australia, Aborigines. So it was quite an experience to walk around. But what I noticed, and what I would say is this, and this is one of the changes, kind of developments comes into the moment, is that we walked in and we noticed at the beginning a collection of indigenous people, but on a microphone, there's different groups speaking. And generally, there's like a tone of it just happens in a lot of these gatherings, where it's like we start kind of resonating on what happened to us, what has been the negatives, what we've all gone through. And kind of sometimes we can see this tone, but as it went on, it developed into a very motivated tone. And as the drums came out, the different resonance came in, and we moved around the march, the collection of people, and they say hundreds. I saw an AJ American Journal thing that said hundreds. It was actually thousands of people there. And as we marched and we moved out to the collective, we noticed that the whole tone kind of changed. And it was kind of a victorious feeling, an exuberance, an energy that was kinetic and transferred from person to person as we noticed each other and came aware of ourselves. Being there all together, and it became a celebration. So we marched down. There was like I'm not sure if it was 5K or how long it was, but we went down to the mall, the National Monument, the Lincoln Monument, and ended on the steps. And there was a sense of collective connectedness that was within many of these events we've gone events like this at the United Nations. We brought powwows all over the country, but there was a sense of togetherness, understanding, and a forward thinking. Yes, where everyone was thinking about what is to be as opposed to just what is the sky's falling and the government shut down and a lot of folks ain't gonna get their checks and when people get their last checks and after they run out of checks, what's gonna happen? All that stuff is a given. The dangers exist, but the fear wasn't present. And that was something that was very markedly different. And I wanted to comment on that. I don't know about you guys. Want to give some of your observations here? We have Mr. Paul Westbrook. Mr. Paul speaks. I don't know if you guys know, but
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
It's Misha Paul. I'm also known as Strongwind. I'm part of the Nahigatsu National Nahigatsu. And so, my experience and what I gathered going down to the indigenous march was we needed more people. My understanding it was supposed to be all over the Facebook thread and people, saying they want to go, but when I said we needed more people, but the people there was good enough. My spirit, with energy. So as we made our way to the rally, and we encountered with these people, and I didn't feel out of place. I felt like I was right where I was supposed to be, and they felt that. One thing I could say, me personally, I felt like I took the fear that they had by me dancing to the drum, dancing to their songs, me in my regalia, different from their regalia, and it was a beautiful thing, and it was so powerful. It was just I'm still excited from it.
Good.
So, this is something that people should have, they should have been there. But next time, people should come and be there and support. That's what it's all about, is support. Because if there's no support, then we don't have anything.
Right.
And I love my people, and I'm just amazed that they was able to get a taste of it. Eastern women Algonquins, Indian amongst their people, they respected that. And when we got to be clear when we say Eastern women's Algonquin, or when we're talking about kind of the differences that there's a lot of folks that have come to get used to this idea of Native American and don't think of it as a classification and intellectual property of the United States Corporation. They think of it as an identity. And some of the implied narratives that come with that are certain phenotypical characteristics, certain things that have been portrayed in the movies. You understand? It's really complicated how we all come to our sense of identity. But for us to not be that and still be understood and really admired in a lot of ways is a different vibration than it's ever been.
Right.
And here we got the brother Dio Kashi, chief of the Kakitiba from Aruba. He's going to give his input too also. Right. Good evening.
Good evening. Halito.
I'm doing great. Thank you. I'm doing awesome.
Good.
From my understanding, from what I felt today was that I felt like there was a unity among the people that all around the world, because there was a lot of reporters from from different countries that was there. And so the questions that they asked us and the answer that we given was to their understanding it was different that the answer they were getting from them. Having said that, because I believe that many of us now are focusing more on solutions rather than the problem. Also, many of us are looking outside our own tribes and culture. We try to unite all the people. And that's what I sensed today. I sensed the people that was there was a unity and it was very powerful because the spirit that was there. We can feel the was like all colors was there, but everybody was in tune with what was going on under there, and because of that, I can say the future is going to look very beautiful if we continue to support one another, regardless of where we come from. You're native, in whatever country you come from, you're native. But if you're from a different particular place, you embrace it. You walk without fear. And that's what we did today. And the people, they fed on that. They picked up on that.
Right.
And because of that, we're talking to you tonight. I'm going to pass it on to you're on YouTube for this other speak. So, another thing I want to finish this was, it wasn't about color.
Mm-hmm.
Because once we got there and the spirit that we brought, that's all it was about. There was some that wanted to question about who I was and where I was from. That was no doubt. They wanted to know that. So I gave them that information. I fed them that. And I let them know who I was, where I was from. And that just made me that,
right.
Knowing I was at the right place at the right time. So, it was a blessing, man. It's good medicine.
Good. That's good. That's good to hear. I thank you so much for calling. I'm glad you called and shared the firsthand experience. I appreciate it. I'm glad y'all were there, and I can imagine if you guys brought that energy and it was contagious, then I'm happy you had a good time surrounded by that type of welcoming and togetherness with the people.
Well, that's dope. That's great. Thank you for having us and share our experience. And pretty much what we can do, and what I can recommend to folks is to get a good recap of what was seen and what was there. You can look at several different independent media networks, but a video just came out. I think it's American Journal Plus AJ. That recapped it, and that's running, and you can see a good view of that.
Okay.
We did interviews today with Al Jazeera. We did interviews with AEN. We did interviews with several different just institutions, and we understand that all these things are pieces and tools of different machines for the collective mind. But as a tool and as a moment in time, it captured a lot of narratives, and if we can look at that and see through any of the statistics, just the numbers that they say to kind of paint doom and gloom for indigenous people and our numbers, we can see that there's something developing now. So we appreciate the opportunity to explore, and that's what it is.
I thank you.
Before we end this conversation, I gotta say this, because after the experience of that, my next question to myself, my inner self, was what's next?
Yeah.
So, next is to keep supporting. I'm willing to go to these other, I met so many connections of different nations. I'm willing to put myself on the line and go to the reservations to support and whatever I can do and whatever I'm capable of, I'm willing to support. That's the next question that I got. What's next? This is good and dandy. Down here, we're marching with the people, but a march can only get you so long, but there got to be more progress out there.
Right.
So, what's next? That's the question. And the answer to that is support. Support. You make connections, you connect them dots. You don't see the people. You show them something that we have and that they don't have. You exchange information and you grow up that. So I'm eager to do that, and that's what I want to do. So
that's great. That's right. I thank you so much, good brothers. I appreciate you so much. Safe travels back home to your homeland. When you get back to your place, y'all have a safe trip. Thank you so much for sharing your experiences. Shapisila Chike. Thank you. Okay, that was so dope, guys. You see, we had firsthand information. And those are the kind of vibes that we want to talk about. Now, that just completely turned some things around. So now it didn't matter if there was a bunch of others there. There was a bunch of brothers there. So we didn't know that. And that was not explained that it was a global thing happening. There was no, there wasn't very much information, and even according to the Facebook page, perhaps it'll be a little more inclusive, in in the community. So it could have been a better turnout, especially if you're dealing with people from indigenous nations all over the place in an international perspective that share the same gripes, concerns, grievances, and need that support of people. We don't have any problem with anything like that, especially people that are self-governing. But that now that we got a little more clarity as to what it was about and who was in attendance. I still think that we should still have our first annual Aborigine family situation going on, looking to make sure that we have the best of planners that's involved, but we need the consistent people that would look to have that type of event where we can all get next to each other, right, for a period of time and sit down and chop it up in a capacity where our families and stuff are interacting and we're actually, strutting our stuff. You understand? We shaking our feathers and all that. You know what I mean? We need those situations where we can have a press conference. We need those situations where we can invite the so-called paparazzi to, come and be on the scene and see what it is that we're doing, what we're talking about, and how we're interacting with each other. We need that good publicity. We need to make sure that we're acting in harmony with what our ancestors, definitely wanted to instill in us, the self-governing people, right? Like we got some couth and some decorum about ourselves, and we're quite capable of having diplomatic relationships and being able to oversee our own affairs, right? To the best of our ability, and always seek remedy and solution, not just a problem and oppression. That's pretty much what it's about. That's pretty much what it's about. Definitely hit them lines up. I appreciate those brothers for calling. Definitely hit those lines up. It's going to be 480-744-2636. And just in case y'all forgot, I know I still have, the schedule has been conflicting, but we are still going to do a nice little show with Tyrone Leon. He's going to drop some spicy little meatballs, brother out of North Carolina. And he's going to share a little bit about what he's found during his search, his genealogical searches. Very interesting things. The brother's pretty consistent, and look forward to us still making sure that happens. I definitely would like to have a panel with a lot of the people that I respect in the Aboriginal community, the people that, by far the people respect, not just me. And they've been consistent. We want to make sure we have people sitting at the round table so we can have some discussions and we can hear it from different perspectives. I understand, like, you be around somebody long enough, you start to sound like them, right? So sometimes you want to be able to have various different types of conversations, various different types of strong points and different perspectives, on how you deliver things. So it's best to make sure, what better way than to have all of, the heavy hitters, the really solid folks, all on one panel, in a couple of parts, maybe if we have to do a 2 or 3 part series, just so that we're able to convey some of this information. Particularly, we're going to talk more about some of the things that you like when you sign up for A4 Pure. If you haven't done it already, this is what you should be doing. If you ain't calling with no questions, you should be trying to get your login together right now, all right? And sharing this video. That's all you got to do. Just share the video. Make sure our peoples know that they got somewhere to go. And this is going to be the first of many places. We're going to have a lot of avenues to be able to go to. You understand what I'm saying? We're going to start setting the precedent, and we have our own associations to where everybody will get the one-stop shop. 1 second, we got a caller. Halito, you are live on the air.
Oh, wow. Can you hear me, Mom?
Yes, I can.
Halito.
What's happening, beloved? How's everything?
Okay, well, I just wanted to, let me get away from the mic over here on the YouTube, so cause I'm watching you on YouTube, so
Okay.
I'm not in the chat. I was actually gonna ask you too if you could tell me how I could get into the chat, so I can go back and forth with you all in there.
I'm not certain.
Okay?
Yes, I can hear you fine. I'm not certain what device you're using. If you're on the phone or if you're using like a tablet or the laptop to show you how to get into the chat. Do you know what type of device you're listening to the show on?
I'm just using Android and my YouTube on the Android. I don't know if that's what you're asking. If that's the format
Yeah.
you're asking about.
If you go down, if you scroll down to where the video is, you'll be able to participate in the chat, and it'll give you like a half screen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
Okay, Mom. I've been, truthfully, I just kind of got turned on to you about, probably about 2-3 weeks ago. I was watching the Dane Calloway, and brother and I was talking on Facebook, and a sister and I was talking, and she's like, "You gotta get on Phoenix Moon. She's just nasty. Like she's dropping ridiculous shit." And it's always been the shit that I've always been talking about. So it's like, you know what? Oh, you know what? Let me stop cussing, Mama. I cuss like a sailor. I'm
That's
so sorry.
okay. That's okay. No censorship here. That's all right.
Okay, well, good. Let's get it, because I wouldn't know how to do it anyway, truthfully. But I wanted to chime in on a bunch of different things, but I heard you lay it out earlier that you don't want to get too personal, so I won't get too personal. I'll just keep it kind of brief. And I wasn't actually going to call until I heard you say what you just said after the brothers called about it's time for us to start making these moves with paparazzi or, press conferences and having round tables and things of that nature where we are different from the others. Because I'm from I live in California, but I'm actually a truck driver, but my people are from Florida.
Okay.
So if I started giving you the rundown about me and my family, it would be shocking. The shit that I've unfolded, it's crazy. But because of that, I'm ready to make serious steps in that direction. And I think when I went last year, I went to the Sunrise powwow that they have at Alcatraz. In the 70s, they took over. I want to say it was the Pomo people and a few other tribes. Don't give me the line.
Right, I'm familiar. That was after AIM. Yes, after the Civil Rights Act.
Like 76 or something like that, huh?
Actually, it probably was a little closer to 1970, 71. I believe it was between 69 and 1971.
Okay. Yeah, well, they did. They occupied it. They retook it, occupied it for about I want to say a year until the folks went in and shut it down. But all that being said, I went out there and I kind of had mixed feelings about it with the guys that just called in, where there is some, brother, very there's like this camaraderie and this community spirit of, hey, I'm glad you're coming back into the fold of things. I'm glad you're starting to realize who you are. But then there was that other group who were like, no, this is not a good thing. Because at the end of the day, we are the original people. And a lot of these, I don't know what you call them, I don't know the politically correct terms for them, but I will, the $5 or whatever you want to call them, I don't know, but they are not, and we are. So it really starts boiling down to finance and money. That there's so much money owed to us. No one, and I don't care who you are, I don't care if you are this one or that one or this one. No one wants to see us come back into our financial capabilities because then it's a wrap. And that's what I think a lot of people are missing with this. Like, I drive all over this country, and the things that I see are unbelievable. I've been in every single state, and the history is literally right in front of your face if you know what you're looking at. And I see a lot of these quote-unquote Native Americans, and they don't mess with us just like a lot of the other people don't. Because they know the truth too. They know who the Big Buffalo people are. They know that we are coming back into the fold of things, and they don't want to see us again. If I was paying you millions of dollars a year to keep a secret, would you tell that secret?
Absolutely not. Right.
And
The average person wouldn't. Depends on.
They get hush money.
It depends on what kind of secret it is. You know, don't tell mom we got her a Mercedes versus a Rolls Royce. You know what I'm saying? Depends on what kind of secret.
Come on, exactly. So, while on one hand it's a beautiful thing that I came across you and I see like Entente one, and I was even messing with Tomahawk Tony, I think it is.
Yeah.
I went on his page a little bit, and I'm like, yes, finally our people are starting to like, no, fuck that, that shit ain't true, no, I'm not going for the okie doke and the goose egg, and I'm so happy about that, but at the same time, it's like, hey, what's, like dude said, what's next? Now that there's enough of us, so to speak, now that fuck it, we got a handful. That's all we need to have a council to go and say, hey, we finna write a new treaty on you motherfuckers, and we finna do a whole new thing because we were the treaty writers, and when we need to get back to that point, like where are the heads, where are the chiefs, whatever you call them again. I do not know the proper terminology. That's what I need you for. But where are the chiefs? Where are the heads? Who are these people? So we can say, hey, they are the leaders they are the chiefs they are the so-and-sos we have now come together. We have formed again, and I don't know the politically correct word, we formed a new union, a new tribal, something. Let's get it cracking.
Right.
Let's go holler at your boy in that house, in that White House, and say, hey man, I know y'all knew this day was coming. Well, today is that day.
I know that's right.
That's kind of what I'm on.
I know that's right.
And I'll ramble, Mama. So please jump in anytime.
That's okay. That's okay.
It's kind of hard for me to hear you. I don't know if it's the feedback on my phone. There is a delay, so I don't know if I turn it off. If I'll be able to hear you, obviously, but I just want to make sure I'm not overstaying my welcome.
Well, we certainly appreciate you calling in. Definitely. So no, the pleasure is ours. I definitely appreciate you. Halito River, thank you so much for calling. Tomahawk, you still there, beloved?
Yeah, I'm right here. I was seeing notifications up in the chat where people were saying they had an issue registering and all of that. So I just resolved it. Just let them know.
Okay. All right. That's great. That's great. But brother, thank you so much for calling. Thank you so much. Again, sign up for A4 Pure. We could talk in more detail. There's going to be a bunch of information there regarding some of the the regular issues that we all have and experience, and there's some solutions there. regarding some of those former problems that we used to have, because we don't have the same problems anymore. But I want to thank you so much for calling, and I'm gonna wish you well, and definitely we'll be on again probably tomorrow. Just stay tuned. It's only going to get bigger, and I'm happy
I
that
need you to know that.
yes, I'm
I
happy
need you to
that
know that. You're right.
I'm happy that in your studies, you found somewhere where you're comfortable being, and being able to express yourself. So I definitely appreciate you. Thank you so much for calling.
Indeed, my love. Indeed. Have a good one.
You too as well.
And I'll be in contact.
Chapisala Chike.
We
All
gonna
right,
keep it
beloved.
going.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
indeed. Aboriginal. What's happening, American Indian Council? I see you out there, beloved. Halito. Chimachukma. What's happening with you? What's going on, kinfolk? Yeah, so I love it when you guys call. Don't ever think any questions are done. This is not somewhere where you're gonna be all crazy and censored and stuff like that. Especially just being descriptive in how you are expressing yourself. As long as you ain't violating, disrespecting women, and just going outside yourself to be ridiculous and unruly. But as far as expressing yourself, you don't have to have a specific educational background or some sort of ridiculous diction or whatever it is. Don't feel inadequate. Whatever it is that you like to ask, just go ahead and do it. You've been holding on to it, even if you have to save it for another time. Make sure you have it. We don't discriminate. I want to hear from what the people are saying and sharing some of their experiences. So what's going on? Anybody got any good stories? Y'all done beat any oppressors up and stuff like that? Y'all know I love hearing them kind of stories. Just the look on people's face when they think they're going to and one you and you end up, letting them know who you be. You know what I'm saying? I love hearing those stories, even if it's just a little short G chat. Short G chat where you just send them back across that icy past from whence a lot of people came from. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah. Definitely. But, start thinking of some of the content that you have within your own tribes, within your own families, and start putting it to work. You know what I'm saying? If you a barber, teach your son how to cut. If your son don't like, being a barber, teach your nephew how to be a barber and show your son how to run the business, right? You make sure you start getting into, and we have our children, and your children are your tribe. You have to build them and create them. All of the children, you're responsible for all of them. And a lot of the woodland cultures, the uncle played almost a more important part than the actual father of the child did. The mother's brother was responsible for the rearing of the children too. He had a lot to do with the way that the children were brought up, and they were raised for perfection, right? Maintaining our race, our stock. We got a call, and this is out of Tennessee. Hold on one time. Halito. Thanks, Eugene Page. Halito, you're on the air.
Yeah, Lisa, hey, this is out of nine. Checking in. Been a few weeks since I caught up here, but I'm always rocking with. I catch the replay sometimes. Yeah, I ain't grinding, and but for the most part, I just want to call and just say first and foremost, I'm excited for a lot of the platforms that I'm seeing a lot of you all building. The A4 Pure, the things you got going on, a lot of the other brothers. I've consulted with some of the other brothers behind the scenes in regards to helping them build their things. Like my expertise is in the business and the tech sector. A lot of laws and stuff like that. But definitely within creating these tech platforms, apps, and stuff like that. So I'm just happy to see that everybody's getting to that point so we can start controlling our own narrative. That's been the biggest thing, because in this world now, not only having the truth, but it's really he or she who controls the narrative is the one who's king right nowadays.
Ain't that the truth?
Programmed pretty heavy with the system right now, and these algorithms are crazy. So I'm just happy about about that. And I just wanted to call in and pretty much say those things and whatnot, and just encourage everybody to stay on that mode and be on the lookout for another platform or two that I'm part of launching. And hopefully I get to work with some of y'all to be a part of it. So, yep, that's all I want to do.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much, brother. We always appreciate any input and certainly being a part of these conversations. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Peace and love to you.
No problem.
All right.
All right, now y'all have a good one.
Thank you. You too. Chapisala Chike.
All right. Yeah.
So yeah, it's good hearing from y'all. I'm excited. I like to talk to y'all. I like that y'all sharing your ideas. Y'all asking these powerful questions and shit like that. I'm really, really excited. Call us up 480-744-2636. Give us a call. We here. We want to talk to you. Let's kick it a little bit. I love you too, Rochelle. Halito Empress. Peace and love to you. What's up, Yaya's World? Maichi Butterfly, Halito. It's good to see y'all beautiful ones. I love when y'all hang out with me. Y'all just be chilling. Listen, 10, 20 years ago, we couldn't have did this. We was all in the club and doing whatever we was doing back then, right? This is what grown folks do. We handling our fears, and y'all spend Fridays with me. And I appreciate y'all for that. I definitely appreciate y'all. What's up, Romion? Hold on, we got another call, y'all. Halito.
Hello?
Halito Chimachukma.
Say who?
Chimachukma, this is Phoenix. You're live. How are you?
I'm good, Phoenix. How you doing? It's Dios.
Oh, what's up, Dio? It's good to hear from you, brother.
Good to hear from you, too. You was trying to reach me for a minute there. I had the wrong number for a second.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm glad you got the right one now. You here now, baby. What you got to say? What you want to talk about?
Got some questions for you from the Rose Scholar Camp over here. Got two questions. You want me to give them to you at the same time? Or you want me to answer and then
One at a time. One at a time.
All right. This one is why do they keep trying to tie our history to the history?
Bro, you went out, bro.
Hello?
Yeah, you went out.
Yeah, I said the first question is why do they keep trying to tie our history into the history of the Hebrews?
That's a good question. Well, I'm gonna start with this. For one, it's well, and I see that this really doesn't apply to everybody, but I'll just say this: when they have moved out of the Christian church, out of the Baptist church, or whatever so-called religious situation, they found something that they were clinging to in hopes of something different, right? From a better perspective, a more analytical approach, lot more tactical, not so much tangible, but a lot more tactical in the way that they choose to live their lives in order to better themselves or to feel a sense of wholeness, right? Based off of all of the trauma. Okay? And this is just my take. This is not Dr. Phil on the couch. This is just Phoenix opinion and why I think that a lot of people's minds are still saturated with that. They haven't fully developed enough information to satisfy their inner, right? With a way of coming outside of the program shit that we've all heard. Some people still cling to that because it's comfortable for them, right? It might still be comfortable for them. But there's also going to come a time, just like it's always been, even when they were in the Christian church, just how Caesar Borgia, Jesus never showed up, neither is Yeshua. Yahushai or whatever the hell names, and I'm sure they're gonna evolve, right? So, now once there's going to be some sort of situation where they are not going to be able to shalom their way out of it. It's not going to be no peace. Right. You're not going to shalom nobody when they got that war tactic to you, right? That's not when they applying that pressure and they got a nigga in the goddamn chokehold and shit. That shit ain't gonna work.
Now, see, I'm from LA right now. I was on IG talking to a sister that's out there on the East Coast. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And we was building early in the morning in the Grand Rising, and she, I hit her with the what's up, and she hit me with the what's up with this question mark. And I'm like, what you want me to, peace and shalom you and all this to death? I'm from LA. We ain't do that. You understand?
Right.
She's like, no, don't do that. Please don't. I'm right here with the peace. And she's back with the peace, God. So I feel where you're coming from all the way.
Right.
Thank you for saying that.
Right. So there's still going to be, he's not going to show up on those feast days and pay for your food at the supermarket when you trying to have your Passover or nothing like that. You see what I'm saying? This is what I mean about them still not being.
Is he gonna help him with the EBT?
Right. So these are some of the things that they're gonna have to deal with and rationalize, and they're gonna have to find another way to secure themselves, right? I'm not saying throw the baby out with the bathwater, because there's so much useful stuff in there that at this point, if they are so masterly scholarful with this particular text, then I think that they are going to have to apply it in practical lives. Like, you're not going to sit here and talk about how the Most High is using his army against you, but you don't know how to get the Romans off your back. You see what I'm saying? You can't do it in real life, but yeah, so if they don't make it practical, it's got to go in the garbage. And anything that makes you, first of all, we've been fighting for years and years and years. The term that has bothered them the most to call us is Indian. Right? They've been wanting to call us everything else but American Indian. And unfortunately, all of the treaties, everything.
That goes right into my second question. Do you want me to go into my second question?
Yes.
So I don't take up too much of your time?
No, go ahead.
Goes right into my second question when you brought up the term American Indian.
Go for it. Go for it.
Okay, so my second question is, explain the significance of the war chiefs being all dark-skinned males.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Explain the significance of the American Indian war chiefs being all dark-skinned males.
That is a good question. I don't know about all of them, but I've seen a whole bunch of them. Let me close off the first point before I get to that. Okay. Again, they're gonna have to make sure that they stick to what grandma told you that they was, okay? Because if they made it to this point and they know that they Indian, do not trade that shit for being a Hebrew. It takes you off the land. It's contradictory, right? Now, everybody has the right to call upon whatever God it is that they see fit. That's part of the law. That's part of the Constitution. That's part of people's rights, okay? But it cannot infringe on the rest of us. See, there's nothing wrong with having your rights, but you got to make sure that whatever your religious rights are that you are allowed to observe, it cannot infringe upon the rights of others. And just how someone has a right to be a Hebrew Israelite, I have a right to be an Indian in peace. I have that right too. So being a Hebrew Israelite cannot take away or diminish what my grandmother is, what I am, right? What my children are, what my parents are. So therefore, it's got to go out the window. That's just personally how I feel about it. It doesn't make practical sense. It's not going to yield much results. That's it. That's it and that's all. It's no disrespect. You look at every constitution, it tells people you have the right. They separate church from state in the First Amendment. And then it tells everybody, if you look at the preamble in your country, in whatever prospective state you were born, it tells you this person has the right, the Almighty God of this and that. It never said what God, never said Allah, never said Yahushua. That's just something that you internalize. But keep in mind, a petition is a prayer. Keep in mind, ministerial is someone that takes the word of these people and spreads it to another, right? A middleman, right? So think of some of these words that people are supposed to be paying attention to, and they're supposed to be experts in civics. I don't see that from the Hebrew Israelites. I don't see that. I don't see it at all. And as far as the war chiefs being dark-skinned males, it certainly would probably have been intimidating for people because they are the most feared Americans, right? Sometimes they feel safer with the lighter skinned Americans that look more amalgamated, even though they can have chocolatey parents just like me, right? And still be whatever complexion they're gonna be. Okay. That could absolutely happen. So, and if you go back into the Powhatan history, they would call these specific warriors the Black Boys, and it was fine for a moment, but at towards the end, as you research it, they had a problem with it, and then you had a whole bunch of so-called pilgrims painting themselves to depict themselves like those war chiefs, the Black Boys. Pay attention to these stories. Pay attention to these stories. So this is why I can't really listen to the Bible, because it came from out of where? The same area where my Algonquin ancestors come from, right? It's from these same places, the first people. So if King James was down there, I'm related to Cocoweski and Pocahontas and the West family, right? That's my kinfolk. Who did King James and them bump into? They bumped into my kinfolk. So do I trade being an Indian for being a Hebrew Israelite when I know that I'm related to King James too, and whatever his point was for putting this shit down, it don't got nothing to do with being an Israelite. That's not who they were talking about.
Yeah, I dig that. Well, hey, thank you for the answers. I just want to say, you know what I'm saying, shout out to Buddha Clinks and the Rose Scholars. You know what I'm saying? We calling in from Los Angeles, California. We gonna be calling in a whole lot more. We gonna keep it intact and in tune with you. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you so much. I appreciate you for calling. Thank you so much. I hope I was able to, give some light to your question. Thank you.
Oh no, it's just general questions for the whole. You know what I'm saying? The whole public.
That's right.
All the people over here, they all need the answers, not just for me.
That's right, beloved. I believe that. I appreciate you for saying that too. Thank you so much for calling. You take care.
All right, you too, sister. Peace.
Chapisa La Chique. Okay, we got enough for one caller. I see my beloved brother from Flint. Call us back, beloved. I see you calling. Call right back. I'll get you on next. That was California, y'all. I miss Cali. I miss Cali a whole lot. Them brothers out there smoking that good reefer, and they having them deep thoughts. I'm telling you, them niggas gonna have a answer for why is water wet, why is the sky blue, and all of that. Deep thinkers, I love it. Thank you so much, y'all folks out there, y'all Indians out there in Cali. Okay, here we go. With believe I know who this is. Halito, beloved, how are you?
Halito, just two questions because my phone about to go dead. So
Okay.
the thing is, I'm just trying to get in contact with the American Indian Council. My name is Ray Hall. I'm part
Right.
of this whole family. I'm trying to just, put our genealogy together. So if y'all can help me, you and Tony,
Yes.
so I can contact him. I see him online. So, can we please, because I want to take me and you before the United Nations on our family tree.
Right.
And at the same time, in February, I'm inviting all to come do live stream or whatever with us at the United Nations. This is a time for us to stand up for ourselves, as you said, bring the publicity and all that stuff
That's
to
right.
us. So I'm just asking to be involved in more, I'm just in the middle of my phone about to go dead. So I just wanted to call in and touch base with you, the same thing I've been trying for a minute.
Absolutely.
Both of you, Tony and you. And I'll go from here, and maybe I'll look forward to maybe I'll give him my number or something. So
I will give him the number.
Family tree for the world. Thank you.
That's right. Thank you so much, Ray. I did contact him the other day. I didn't, American Indian Council. I'm gonna make sure you can get in touch with Ray Hall. That was the nature of one of my calls to you too, beloved. We'll be able to get back to that. Thank you so much, Roy.
All right.
Thank you so much, Ray.
All right.
So we got to get in touch with that brother. The United Nations in February, I'm all about that. I'm all for that. This is why we got to have our team together. We going down there to represent. And now that the brother has shared it, I can elaborate. And also, we're going to make sure that our people in Flint get what it is that they supposed to get. We got to make sure our Indians get fresh water. You got all of these motherfuckers that was in Standing Rock calling themselves water protectors and shit like that, but they ain't never made a peep. They worried about a fucking pipeline, right? Over there in their hood, but they not worried about fresh water. They don't have the same complaints that the people in Flint have, right? They don't have the same complaints. You notice how different that is, but it's also always going to be skin folk that will lend their services to other people that claim to be water protectors, but they're not really protecting water at all, right? Isn't that some weird shit? All you got to do is just look at the circumstances. This ain't even about throwing nobody under the bus. This is about who performs and who the fuck doesn't. Who wages war against us, or who participates in the crimes against us, or who's looking to do the right thing and help us out. We got another caller. Halito, you're on the air. Halito. Okay. Not sure what happened. But yeah, at the end of the day, we just got to make sure that we're aware of who our peoples are, right? We got to make sure that we know who our allies are, and we got to treat them accordingly. We're going to show love to the allies, just like they show love to us. They want those shade. People want those shade. We just gonna keep it moving. We kind of used to shade, so that's not really nothing. We could turn an eye to that because we got bigger fish to fry, right? We got bigger fish to fry. That's the last thing that we worried about. Now we got to make some sense. Don't make sense, we ain't gonna be able to make no dollars, and we got to start making dollars and have our collective cooperative economics amongst us without worried about all these other motherfuckers that's selling the Jesus juice, the nasty foul reverend that's buying his broad Lamborghinis and stuff because he got caught cheating and all of that. We're not gonna concern ourselves with the pedophiles and these goddamn institutions and shit like that. We got so much other things that we are going to focus on, and so much other things that are going to expand. So many different opportunities are going to expand as a result of us making sure that we just getting into each other. We focus on what it is that we doing over here, and our own lane is safe. Ain't no traffic here, and this is exactly where we supposed to be. So, and the problem is, when you're doing it the right way, the problem is that there's always going to be people that's angry about it, right? But you're never going to have that problem. You're never going to have that same busting those same shots at the motherfuckers that's actually guilty of doing some bullshit, right? So make sure you clear on when you send the bullets, when you feel like you want to fucking pull the trigger. I'm gonna just tell y'all, because A4, Phoenix Moon, I'm not playing no games with you. I'm hoping that it's always gonna be, some righteousness, some righteous shit going on, but you trying to cause some motherfucking gun line, boss, and we're not playing no games. We're not gonna go soft. We're not gonna go soft on you. We got one more call and this is it. North Carolina. Okay, I don't know. My phone is tripping. My phone is tripping. So, but at the end of the day, y'all, I'm going to just tell y'all, if you haven't already, make sure that you have subscribed to A4 Pure. I don't know what you're waiting for. Make sure that you get your children an account. Make sure that your wife has an account, or maybe even make a family account where everybody can go for information. The content's going to be added eventually. All of the things that we have discussed through meticulous planning. Brother Tomahawk has put something very masterfully and skillfully together, and this is the perfect timing. He wanted to do this for a very long time, but I'm gonna tell you right now the timing is perfect. And I definitely want to thank him for all his hard work and all that he's done to make this go. I'm so excited about the future, and other people cultivating the things that they have and putting them out there and putting them forward. You understand what I'm saying? And not being afraid to do it. It's okay if you make mistakes, especially with us trying some new things, because at the end of the day, we are going to make sure that these new things, we're going to document the errors, we're going to document the mistakes so that they won't be made for the next person coming up, right? It's not about being the biggest and the baddest at it. but it's definitely about who's gonna follow up and see things through all the way. And I don't have any problem making mistakes. When I indicate that I put my head out on the chop board, I say that because I try shit. I don't know everything, but I'll try shit. And if it works for me, it's going to be working for you. If it helps to protect me and make my life better, then I want to share it with y'all because I want y'all to have that same enjoyment, that same quality of life without the oppressive boot on your motherfucking back and on your neck. You understand what I'm saying? Chris Hopkins, yes, definitely get at us. Myself or Brother Tomahawk. Sign up for A4 Pure. Hit us up there. We could definitely chop it up and discuss some things. Got some really good things. I'm telling y'all, it'll be beneficial for any of the content providers. Make sure you shoot your shot. We wanna check. I don't care if you have a way to fix cars, anything to show people how to do oil changes, anything that's going to make us independent, anything that's going to help us help each other in everybody's own unique way. Then let's get to that. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely want y'all to know that whatever your contributions are, they are greatly appreciated. I don't care if it's a penny. I don't care if it's $1. I don't care if it's $5. It's worth it. Very small amount of money. A monthly contribution will get you in the door at A4 Pure. I wasn't even trying to rhyme. Sometimes the shit just works like that. Sometimes I rhyme slow. Sometimes I rhyme quick. But yeah, I want y'all to know that this is here. This is here for the people. I appreciate everybody that has made a donation. And it helps. I ain't even gonna hold you. It's really nice. I'm feeling the love. It makes me feel appreciated. I'm always inspired to do more. Definitely. And for real, at the end of the day, it's these beautiful little things. One of the brothers sent me my gator tail. I love that piece. I don't have it on right now. I got something else that another one of the Aborigines made me. Those are the things that don't cost nothing, but they come from the heart. That's exactly what I love. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate it. I appreciate the people that think of me to that capacity. I love y'all, and I'm always thinking about y'all. I definitely want to thank y'all for joining us. Brother Tomahawk, thank you so much. This exclusive, get y'all Phoenix Moon t-shirts. Y'all been waiting. They there now. Don't front now. Cop them Phoenix Moon t-shirts. And it's not no sissy colors, so the brothers, y'all won't feel bad about getting that Phoenix Moon shirt too. Buy your girlfriend one. Y'all wear them as a family. You can wear even the baby. As long as you make sure you teach the baby on Phoenix that can't take your cornbread. You understand what I'm saying? Make sure they know that they ain't got to give up their goddamn cornbread. You know what I'm saying? So, it's always good to hear from y'all. Cameron Cosmos, I love y'all too, beloved. It's always good to have y'all here. I want to thank my moderators for patrolling, you know what I'm saying, and self-governing and policing, right, and making sure that we doing our own thing amongst each other, right, making sure that the ladies is safe and no harm is coming to anybody. That's a fact. We appreciate you too. We all going to support each other. That's going to be the place. There's going to be more places, and as time goes on, different projects roll out. We're going to make sure that everybody, we share the information and definitely promote these indigenous businesses. Thank you so much, Tarina Williams. Make sure that we, support your indigenous businesses. I want y'all to check out Raquel Richardson. I'm telling y'all, her jewelry pieces are amazing. I'm going to make sure that y'all have a way to just view it because it's eye candy. And I'm going to tell you with the energy that the pieces, the gems, all indigenous to the America that she selected is going to make you feel good. It's a visual that is going to present, and it's just proof that we are here. I love it because niggas done got white Jesus tattooed on their body. They done got Cubans with the Jesus piece, iced out, dipped out. Now you got the big old chocolatey, thick lip, thick nose, diesel cock, diesel in the shoulders, chin up, chest out, Olmec heads wrapped in gold and regalia. Right? The Aboriginal princess looking beautiful and sexy from the kinky hair to the short hair. These pieces are classic, and this is this is also proof that it doesn't matter what it is that your contribution is. It's not too great, not too small. It's going to be the perfect thing for you to present. And it's always going to be the perfect thing that we need because the timing is perfect for us. Right? So I just really appreciate y'all. I appreciate everybody that's been consistent, everybody that's never abandoned, that's never left. And for the people that had already signed up for the A4 state, you are going to get in free. You're going to your dollar monthly thing is going to be waived because y'all were the people that went there as soon as we talked about it. So there's definitely going to be something there for you. And don't forget to use y'all code if y'all shopping on A4 Truth. Make sure that you hit that Phoenix Moon code. We want to send a shout out to everybody over at A4, all of the admins, particularly definitely Mr. Davis, Buck Wylam. We definitely want to thank him for this platform. We appreciate how it's grown. We appreciate his consistency. Again, I love y'all. I hope y'all loving yourselves. And definitely I hope y'all loving up on grandma. Everything is going to be healthy. Everything moving forward. I wish the same for y'all. I hope don't nothing change except you know that you home and, you know, we shift that energy because you're going to be on top, right? If the Hebrew Israelites knew what time it was, they know the Indian is going to be the head and not the tail. You see what I'm saying? Can't get the message misconstrued because you don't know who the people are. It's we the people. It's we the people. That be you. That be me. But it's always going to be us. Shapi Salachi K.